nice. If you want to see new emote, go ahead with sad. Kuuribro sad is now a thing. We got that little sad serve bot. With the red hat, because I'm the favorite. Yee. So let's hop into game. Since last time, we got a sad bot, we do. Since last time I took a little bit of time off screen, I got my 3 remaining Pokemon up to level 23, and I will hear no complaints about it, because I am going to die soon, and I want to ensure that I have a fighting fucking chance. The Mon that killed me was 23 because it came out of nowhere and blindsided me. So now I have a Butts, and I have a Moth, and I have a Mirror, and none of them are particularly good, and they're all level 23. So I'm still not gonna do too good for too long, but this will at least let me get to like a new area and catch something that might be useful. And Doofy is here because I ate HM Butt, basically. So I don't know where to go. I guess what I can do... Palisade was you, right? You that really wanted to see the chateau? Because I could head to the chateau. Like, whoever it was that really wanted to see the chateau, I want to make sure that they're here for it. But the chateau is close, and it's the only thing I have on the tip of my mind is something that we need to do. Doofy has ascended death. So, like, Chateau is just in here. And aside from that, is there a way to, like, get a tip on where to go? Is there, like, somebody that I need to talk to? Do I need to check the report? Coolest feature only arrives after 8 p.m. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be going that long. It's 4:30 p.m. right now. And I don't know if there's a way to, like, change the in-game clock. I was wondering why I never made these, and then you have one at 2:30 a.m. EST. Time zones are the worst. Sorry, I'm in Tokyo. I do them at very different times so that people of various time zones can try and stop in and catch me on them. So, like, is there a way to just turn the time clock forward? You talk to the Pokemon, the dude whose Pokemon you saved from Galactic Juker? I think so? That was up here, right? We can stop in and check right now. この木はなんだか綺麗そうだ。居合切りで参りますか? 居合切り? That's a really weird way to say cut. So yeah, Palisade, do you know if there's a way to just, like, change the time on a DS? Or maybe I can do it on this, this software. You went to the bike shop? Right, bike shop. Where's the bike shop? You're ringing a bell now. But I don't know where a bike shop is. Hoi hoi, Sandslash! How are yous? So yeah, if we can't do the chateau until 8:30, that means it's... hold up, I have to look this up. I want to see if there's a way to do this. I don't know if this is gonna work. I would have to change the time on my PC to make this work. Ah. Yeah, but I don't know how to do that. Like, I legitimately have no fucking clue. I've never done that. Set time automatically? Okay, I guess I could do this. This seems to work. So let's go get the bike and then we can reload. For now, let's move forward. Bike shop. Bike shop wa doko desu ka? Is bike shop here? It's definitely not there. There's nobody in it. This was the gym. Wait, I see a thing. How do I get the thing? I see an item. Is there a secret exit out of the back of this gym? Hold the fucking phone now. Now that I have cut. I don't... Wait, what? How are you supposed to be able to get back there? But, like, it's so friggin' slow to look around in Pokemon. If somebody knows, then just tell me. I have, like, no interest in headbutting against every wall in this place looking for maybe a secret exit. You can go through the trees outside. Oh, okay, I see. They're spaced out just so. Okay, I'm gonna ask for the 4th time. Where is the bike shop? I have no goddamn idea, and that's the next thing I have to do. Please, tell me. Manshon seimei handan yattemasu. I don't know what that means. Okay. Shiro. Ha, ita ita. Ah, you're here. Ii mono agetakute, kimi o sagashite ita no. I got something to give you, so I was looking for you. Pokemon no tamago zehi uketotte hoshii kedo ii kashira? Pokemon no tamago zehi uketotte hoshii kedo. Like, I want to give you a Pokemon egg. You want it? Well, gifts are valid according to my rules. Yep. Sure, I'll take an egg. Yokatta! Tamago no naka no Pokemon mo kitto yorokonderu wa yo. The Pokemon inside will surely make you happy. Genki na Pokemon to issho ni Pokemon no tamago o tsurete aruku to naka kara Pokemon ga detekuru no. Something about walk around and the Pokemon will pop out eventually. Kimi ga Pokemon Zukan no peiji o umeru no ni yaku ni tateba urishii na. On Zukan no peiji o umeru no ni. It's buried somewhere, or it's set somewhere in your Pokedex. Jana, bye-bye. This egg is interesting. All right, well, I don't know what it is, so I'm just gonna write it down as egg, I suppose. Gift is an egg, and that will be named whatever it is named when it hatches. So, bike shop. Hoi hoi. 銀河団って人のポケモンで何しようとしてたんだろうね。銀河って人のポケモンで。What do you think Team Gingan is doing with people's Pokemon? Brr. 先ほどはありがとう。これは感謝の気持ちだ。Thanks for before. This is a gift of thanks. 最新型の自転車ぜひとももらってくれたまえ。This is the newest model of a bike. Like, yeah, please take it as my thanks. 自転車を手に入れた。ククソは自転車を大切なものポケットにしまった。Put it in the key items pocket. やったー！最新型自転車だからね。マニュアルを読んじゃうよ。It's the newest model, so please read the manual. B ボタンを押すたびにギアチェンジができる。Oh, you can change the gears on this bike? That's interesting. 3速だとスピードは遅いがコントロールしやすい。There's 3 speeds. Gear 3 is slow but easy to control. そして4速だと曲がりにくいが何よりも速い。Gear 4 is hard to turn but really fast. 速いものです。Okay, Bagu? Can I register more than one thing in this game, or is it still just the one? So, like, right now I have the map, and if I wanted to register the bike, then it would overwrite the map? Question mark? Toroku? Why Toroku? It seems like only one, yeah, so I'm gonna have to do the map manually now. Okay, well, I don't really see that the 2 speeds were necessary, but okay. 自転車持ってるんだ。そいつに乗ってサイクリングロードを下って。If you have a bike, you should try going down cycling road. ヨスガシティに行く。Head to ヨスガシシティ。これが醍醐味。醍醐味は何ですか？醍醐味？2 speed is for some areas. I was just switching between the speeds, so it must still be here. The real pleasure, the true charm. これが醍醐味ってやつだね。言ってごらんよ。Like, this is the true pleasure of bike or something, or like, please take a look. Oh my god, he won't even let me pass now. Like, now I can't go back to the chateau. Fucking Siri, god damn it, Pokemon, stop railroading me. Oh, I hate this. Oh god, I hate this. I just wanted to go get the bike and then go back to the chateau, and now I can't go back to the chateau because Pokemon is gonna fucking make me go to fucking... Ara, あなた、探検セット持ってないの？ You don't need to head to the coal mine, right? For 探検セット? I don't know what that is. ポケモンセンターの隣にいるおじさんに会ってきたらどう? Did you talk to the old man next to the Pokemon Center? They're not gonna let me go out the south either. What the hell? There's just people blocking me from exiting this town in all directions. Like, why? This sucks. You're eternally trapped in Eterna City. Apparently. I'm being sent here to talk to this asshole. わしが一番最初に地下通路掘り始めた。What is this? 最初に地下通路 Also, I'm gonna look stuff up on the iPad instead because it won't slow down the computer. Chikatsuro. Underground road? Underground passage. 最初に地下通路を掘り始めた. This is the first, like, underground passage. その名も地下おじさんなのじゃよ. Like, I'm the underground old man? What? 地下おじさん? What the hell? お前さん、これをプレゼントするから。I have to give you this present. ぜひ使ってみたまえ。探検セット。探検セットは何ですか？お前さんにプレゼントした探検セットを使うと、if you use that present 探検セット、たちまち使おう地下通路に行ける。You can head to the underground passage. そこでは、あんなことやこんなこと。そこではあんなことやこんなこと。There's that thing, there's this thing. いろんなことができるのじゃ。You'll be able to see lots of things. そうじゃ、お前さんを立派な地下ベンチャーに育ててやろう。どうじゃ、チャレンジするか? So he's saying something about an underground passage. You'll be able to see lots of weird things there. And now he's asking me about a challenge. I have no idea what this old man is and why people are forcing me to go and talk to him. No, I don't want your challenge. Chikatsura no subarashisa, それを若い人にも伝えたかった。I just wanted to tell you youngsters about the challenge. しかし嫌であれば無理強いはできない。But if you don't want it, I can't force it on you. 寂しいの。I'm lonely. Fuck you, old man. I don't know what this is. It's probably some online thing. I don't want it. What is this underground passage? Does anybody know? Like, somebody just forced me to go talk to an old man to pick up a thing that is optional. Which leads me to believe it's something to do with multiplayer. Because now I can get past this lady. It's about getting items via a mining minigame. Yeah, Tanken, I thought it means like exploration. Items via minigame. Both Wi-Fi, local multiplayer feature. Yeah, absolutely no desire to do that thing. Moving on. So can I get past the other kid with the bike though? Like, are you gonna let me past? Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. So they just forced me to get some stuff in town and now I can do my own thing again. Fossils, stones, and plates and shards. I don't really care. I have no need for stones, plates, or shards, and fossils. It's like, you only get one a game and I have no intention of like cheating into getting more because I'm doing a Nuzlocke. So I'll just skip that. I don't need it. So let's drop a quick save. And now we can skip the clock forward and go check the old chateau thing. We'll drop a save slot, and now, give me a moment. Let's set this up to 8:37 p.m. Change. And now we can reload. You used to be able to mine items, find bases, set traps, second coolest version of multiplayer base. It sounds like it was fun, but none of this applies to me. So, can't use it. That, and that, and that. What's up, Pickletron? Hello. Did this work? Let's see if it worked. It did! Alright, cool. We can go cheat now. You think I'm gonna be able to not die in here with 3 Pokemons? Has a few Mons and 1 special Mon only at night. Cause, like, I only have... Like, I have an egg, but I only have 3 usable Pokemon, and one of them's a Weasel. That I have, like, 0 faith in. Let's take a look at the strengths I've got right now. We got a dude, we got the mirror with 48 defense, 46 special defense, and some... Oh my god. Why is... It's a psychic type. Why is its physical attack stronger than its special? All it knows is special moves. Fuck. I got Bonbon, who has more special defense, about the same amount of defense. They actually have about the same amount of HP, too. A bit more special attack. Definitely more speed. Still only knows 1 attacking move. And then I got the Weasel, that has, like, no defenses. Much more on speed and attack powers. Kind of my glass cannon right now. Game Freak did not think to create weak physical psychic moves. It's a metal plate. You throw it like a shield. Oh, God, I wish. Can I just throw my mirror, please? That'd be fantastic. Hold up a second. Shuffling some windows around. Okay, here we are inside the chateau. I still can't catch anything here, because remember, this is being counted as not... Wait. Where's the map? Noto, koremade bouken yosu ga... I could also look in there, I guess, to get tips on where to go. Tomodachi no shobu ya... Mappu. Skau. Yeah, so remember, this is not counted as its own area, thus I cannot catch something in here. Like, I'm only in here to look around. So, yeah, we're here for whatever creep factor people wanted me to see, but we're not gonna get anything good for the team in here. Nandaka kochira o niranderu. Niranderu wa nan desu ka? Excuse me. Niranderu is glaring and scowling at. Kochira o... Nandaka kochira o niranderu sonna kiga suru. You get the feeling it's scowling at you. Alright, well, let's head off to the left first. Okay. We got a Ghastly. Yasei no Gosu. Okay, so it's level 15s. I'll probably be alright for a while? Jinsuriki. Jinsuri. By the way, what is that move? I got that when I was grinding off screen. I don't know what it is. Extrasensory? Never heard of it. I forgot it gets extrasensory that early. Like, it seems like a powerful move. I've just never heard of what it is. Mori no yokan o... Mori no yokan? Like a... Wait, yokan forest snack? Pokemon zashi ga naranderu. Pokemon magazines are lined up. Pokemon no tomo. Pokemon techo. Pokemon friends with Pokemon. Pokemon philosophy. Kawaii Pokemon. Cute Pokemons. It's not too common. It's like a step below Psychic. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty nice to get it so early then. I just wish the mirror had some special attack to really be able to hit hard with it. It's still a powerful move right now. It's just not... And the mirror just doesn't have good special attack. Should be the old Gato. The thing that I just picked up? No, it was called like a snack or something. Extrasensory is for those weak psychic types. Okay. So something, yeah, I got something called a Mori. You want the side effects of extrasensory? Mori no Yoka. This is Hakutai no kakureta meibutsu. Pokemon 1匹の状態の異常をすべて回復する. Something about recovering. The old Gato in English. I don't know what that is. Here it's called Forest Snack. Or assuming Yokan... Yeah, Forest Snack. Yokan is like a little weird jelly. Heal status of my ailments. Gotcha. Unique item. The side effects of extrasensory. It doesn't really say anything in here about side effects. Nenriki Jinsuriki. Mienai fushigi na chikara o okutte kougeki suru. You can send a strange power, and it has the chance of making them flinch. That's it. But the mirror is super slow, so that doesn't really work. They call it a gâteau, French for cake. In English, it's for the pun, old gâteau from the old chateau. Gotcha. Kukuso wa kowamo pureto uragawa. Alright, I don't need plates. Uchu pureto suru kukuso wa kowatte pureto o shimatta. That was a lot of text for that plate. Pokemon no hon ya Shashinsho ga zurari to narandeiru. Zurari wa nan desu ka? Zurari? Wait, didn't I just look this up earlier today as part of my book? Zurari. I did, in a row, in a line. Pokemon no hon ya Shashinsho ga zurari to narandeiru. Alright, well, if that's the case, then hold up a second, because I'm gonna snip this for Zurari. Every plate is some cryptic dialogue about the creation of the world or poetic stuff. Gotcha, gotcha. If you use extrasensory on a mon that you use minimize, it deals double damage. That's... okay, cool. I'm never gonna think to use that, but okay. Yeah, there's photos and pictures lined up. I got another Ghastly. Do. I'm okay if you want to keep using Curse, because it just means that I can kill you in one shot. Which means that your Curse never actually triggers, and, like, yay. Batsugunda. So Psychic is super effective against Ghastly. And Ghastly's part poison. That's why, right? Like, Psychic, I think, is neutral against Ghost, but Ghost is super effective against Psychic. Terebi no naka ni nanika Pokemon ga iru mitai. It looks like there's a Pokemon inside the TV? Terebi o tatakeba. Wait, tatakeba wa nan desu ka? Alright, this must be the special thing. Don't confirm that. I'm just assuming. Tatakeba. Tataku. Terebi o tatakeba deteki soda tataite mimasu ka? If you hit it, it might come out. You want to hit it? Sure. Kukuso wa terebi o tsuyoku tataite mita. You struck the television. Struck the television. Wow, okay, that's a unique intro. Rotom. Oh, hey, it's a little Rotom. It's the thing that turned into a Pokedex, and it has its own unique music. This is weird. Is this the boss? Is this supposed to be treated like some sort of a legendary or something? I'm confused. What's up, Draco? Yeah, I don't... Rotom is not a legendary. He's got his own unique intro, like spooky intro and special circumstances and battle music, though. Yasei no Rotom no Oyashi Hikari. That intro and theme is also for some legendaries. So, like, he's very unique, right? It was only available in this location at night after midnight. Well, it's after 8 p.m. here, not midnight. But still, like, cool, I guess? Did he ever show up in Gens 5 or 6? Or was this like, Yasei no Rotom wa sawaideiru? Sawaideiru. Sawaideiru wa nan desu ka? Sawaideiru. Rotom made a fuss. So by striking him, he made noise. Anyways, like, was this the only way you could get a Rotom, period? It was in both Gen 5 and 6. Rotom is post-game in Gen 5 and very rare in Gen 6. Alright. Cool. I had no idea, but I had no idea about any of this. I'm blind on all this. Oh my god, we have 18 viewers now. Why? Why? How's it going, dudes? Welcome to apparently pseudo-legendary fight. Sai Minju may as well confuse him too. Yasei no Rotom wa sawagu kougeki. Yeah, he keeps making a fuss, like making a noise. Shikashi Yasei Rotom wa Yasei Rotom sawai. Yeah, okay, so made a fuss is just because of the attack, right? How does it feel to sit on top of the bottom screen? It's warm and toasty here. Rotom is one of the most hated mons. Rotom wa sawai de nemurenai. Oh, okay. He's making a fuckus, so I can't... Wait, this is putting him to sleep? Oh, right, okay. I have Hypnotize and then Confuse Ray. I was using the wrong move. Ayashi Hikari. There we go. Yeah, he's making a fuckus. Ah, damn it. I used the same thing again. That was pointless. What would you recommend learning to read Japanese? Learn the kana and hiragana. Learn the hiragana, learn the katakana, start learning kanji, use flashcards. That's what I'd suggest. Past that, pick up. Past that, you know, just literally watch things. Like TV, movies, that kind of thing, with subtitles. And you will slowly start to pick stuff up. Like, pause things and translate individual words with gshow.com if you need to, but that's how I've done it. Is he eligible for capture? We're just doing a murder. He's not eligible for capture. The chateau counts as part of the woods. I was saying this earlier. I've already caught something in the woods, so I cannot catch Rotom. I'm just here to kill him. You guys wanted me to see it, so I'm here to see it. Mo wakarazu. Jinsuriki. Yeah, the woods is where we got Bug Friend. Bug Friend, who is still one of the only surviving mons. Wake mo wakarazu jibun o kougeki shita. Static encounter? No, that's not... Draco, that's not how the rules goes. Static encounters are not fair to capture. Like, gift Pokemon are fair, but something that is just there, like, all the time, that's not fair to capture. That does not sidestep the rules. At least not my rules. In Diamond and Pearl, he was only available after beating the league. Like, I get what you guys are saying. He's super rare. It doesn't matter. He has no significance to me, and he doesn't fall under my capture rules. I thought the only thing I recall is being able to difference between cute and creepy being a two-letter difference, not in characters. Kawaii and kawaii, yeah, they're very close, but that's why I say you have to be able to read the characters in order to differentiate the words. Draco, I know my rules. Okay, I don't need you to tell me what's going to be important in future games, all right? I set the rules, I'm following them. I have been following these rules since Gen 7. The coolest thing about Rotom isn't obtainable in Platinum without an event. And I'm not going to be doing that event either. So, like, hey, Rotom is here, it's an electric type, I could really use one, but I already caught something in the woods. Old Chateau is good for grinding since you're doing care level 17 Gastlies. I'm already at 23, I don't need to grind right now. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill him so that there's no more discussion to be had. He did. Yeah, Turters died. Turters, like, super died. Most of my team was taken out by that damn skunk, Jupiter skunk, in the last stream. Rotom wa terebi naka ni hairikonde sugata o keshite. His body disappeared from the TV. Nandaka ayashige na terebi kochi ga mirarete iru you da. There's something strange in the TV. You can kind of see it. But that's all it says now. So, like, the Pokemon that I have available are the ones that you see right here. Minus Doofy. Doofy's long since dead. Like, I have the Mirror, I have a Moth, and I have a Weasel. And that's it. Turters is dead. My Pants is dead. I had a Ponyta. I caught a fucking fire type. I caught a good fire type. She's also dead. Oh, fuck that skunk. Fuck that skunk. I hate it so much. That's all the TV says during the day. The encounter for this guy is so cool because it's based on a freaking poltergeist coming out of a TV at night. It seems like a pretty cool setup, yeah. If this was something that I was experiencing for the first time, along with everybody else when I was younger, yeah, this would be awesome. How's Mars's Purugly in comparison? The Purugly killed 3 of my Mons. The skunk killed 5. Nice on beating Rotom. Well, I overlevel it by 3 with every one of my Pokemon. Like, it wasn't going to be that big of a deal. Rotom's unique quirk is he can possess electronic devices. So far, the devices he can possess during battle are an oven, a mow, a fan, and a washer, and a fridge. And Rotom Wash is the reason why everyone hates Rotom in competitive. Okay, cool. I'm sorry, Sandslash. I literally have no concept as to how any of that means anything. Like, that's just a fact to me. Why is that relevant? Like, why do people use those things in competitive? Why is it a pain? Why? And like, I don't even play competitive, so none of those facts really mean anything to me either. I get that people like find these things interesting and they want to talk about something that is interesting to them. I really don't want to put that down, but me reading this is the equivalent of me flipping up on a random encyclopedia and pointing at something. Like, it means nothing to me. Only problem with him is that you need a special online event to access all of that. Fun fact, in post-game, you put in a GB game and come here, Haunter, and even Gengar appear here. Yep, we've heard about those too. But can't do any of that. What's up, Ruby? How's it going? I feel like I have to just post like a whole bunch of sad emotes for people trying to share the awesome things that they know about this area, and my response is a big ol' shrug. I don't have the shrug ready yet, so I can't shrug at you. Sorry. Have you been enjoying the game otherwise? The skunk killed everything that mattered to me in life, so, you know, I'm kind of just dragging 3 broken limbs along and seeing how long I last before something falls on my remaining hand and just crushes me. That's basically how I feel about Platinum at this point. Waza Machine Kyuju Mi... Alright, I didn't read what that was. Rotom is cool because it is a poltergeist that possesses things like a horror movie or a Pokedex. Is Rotom actually a ghost type?
Additional function is to cheer up Master Pond with extreme cuteness.
Pickletron...
Don't cry, Alita 2 hug.
Thank you for the bits. Thank you for making Poppy show up and making everybody happy again. It is a ghost. Okay, see, then that... I just thought Rotom was an electric type. I was like, why is it even here? This doesn't make sense in this house.
Now for the main
The
attraction.
theming seems cool, but the typing doesn't make sense. And Ruby, thank you for the host. It's elect ghost, but it loses its ghost typing when it possesses an electronic. Gotcha. Planning on watching your stream, but they were wrapping up when I found out, so here I am. Okay, well, hi. Welcome to the stream. I think it's bouncing around, so it should hatch pretty soon. Yeah, if it possesses a freezer, it becomes ice electric. That seems like it makes sense. Also, was the room with the painting where Gengar is watching you? You mean that room right there with the little purple thing? Is that the painting? Yeah, like, Rotom seems like a cool mon. My only connection to Rotom is that it was the Pokedex for Pokemon Moon, where I enjoyed that run far more than any other Pokemon thus far. And I just got mad that he continued trying to bother me. It's like, shut up, Rotom! Furubita hon ni... Furubita wa nan desu ka? To look old. Furubita hon ni kaki nagutta ato ga aru. Some old books are written. Anna etai no shire ni mo o motte kareru to wa. I can't read that. Ato wa mashiro da. The rest is blank. He's even worse in the Ultra games? Well, that's just another reason to pretend the Ultra games don't exist now, isn't it? Play base game. Base game Pokemon Moon is far, far better. I never played Ultra. Just from what I heard from people who did play Ultra, it wasn't really worth it. So yeah, if Washer Rotom is such a pain because he's a water type, please explain why. Because I don't understand that. Should have made that sequel instead of shoehorning the Ultra stuff into Vanilla Sun Moon story. A sequel would have been pretty cool, I think. Perhaps. I don't know. I never played it. I just am not a fan of how Ultra supposedly ruined, like, the story, the villain of Base Moon, when that was part of what made it so damn compelling in the first place. Washer is fast and bulky? That sounds awesome. Why the hell would a Washer be fast? That I don't understand. Like, Palisade, what is the painting room? I asked if this is the painting room and nobody responded. Is this the right room? Yes, no. I need confirmations on these things. I don't know what I'm looking at or looking for. Oh, hey, girl showed up in the other room over there. Was that what I was looking for? Second game, the focus more on Lily or Gladion would have been cool. Yeah, I agree with that. Water Electric, super bulky with Volt Switch to remove debuffs. Volt Switch removes debuffs? Ultra is something you play if you've already played Sun and Moon and don't really care about the story. You just want a new game plus sort of thing. That's fair, I suppose. I don't know if that's how it was marketed, but that's fair. Lily was the first example of a character in a game who I felt as a real person by my side. Do you mean in a Pokemon game or in any game? Because if it's any game, then that is a high, like, honor for Pokemon to have, and I salute you for that. Well, guys, switching. Oh, okay. Debuffs. You mean as in like status? You mean as in stat changes, not necessarily like status effects. You said debuff, and I'm thinking poison, paralysis, that kind of thing. It's an actual realistic painting in the remakes? Okay, cool. Oh boy, I took a hit there. I need to swap out. And Bonbon is also psychic, so let's swap over to Boots. First example in general. For Lily, that's awesome, Ruby. Oh, I'm so happy for that then. Because Moon, I was not expecting like a Pokemon game to give me a fucking actual story that I cared about. And I'm so happy that Moon delivered on something that I care about in a game so much, like as my welcoming back to Pokemon from 12 years. That is a long ass sentence. To anybody who doesn't know, I started off this whole Pokemon like series of series by playing Pokemon Moon as a blind Nuzlocke after 12 years of not playing Pokemon. Like, I spent $500 getting a DS and sending it off to Japan to get a capture card installed. That is still one of the best series I've ever put up on my YouTube channel. And if you have not seen it, yes, it's self-promotion, but I highly recommend it. That run is so much fun. I had a ton of fun editing it. Like, lots of good experiences, good story. I was going goofy on voices. It's just a good time overall. As a side note, you didn't go into the dining room. There's another ghost event there. All right, I suppose that's true. I'll go back. I took a loop around the whole outside. I blame Xenoblade for referring to status ailments as debuffs. I mean, it's not just Xenoblade. There's also, like, most MMOs. I've played Warcraft for a good, like, World of Warcraft for a good many years, and any type of negative thing was called a debuff in an MMO. I've watched that Moon playthrough 3 times now. Ramos knows what's up. I salute you, Ramos. Also, that's way too many times to watch one playthrough, but I'm glad you enjoyed it so much as to watch it 3 times. Weird thing about ghosts is that they are programmed without walk animations. I guess because they're floating? She was so real to me that when she left at the end of the game, I ended up experiencing the 5 stages of grief. I was that devastated by it. Oh, God. Wow. That is so much more than I reacted with. But, like, then again, Lily wasn't my first one. I might have had that experience when I beat Xenoblade 2, though. Like, my semi-famous story of when I beat that game and I just went into, like, a lethargic shock for 2 weeks. I should really get this mirror out of the front spot, because every time I just have to swap out. Alright, butts, get out there. I was in denial of Lily leaving in the first place. I was angry at such a direction being taken. I bargained by thinking encountering all the ultra bosses would bring her back. And my depression was avoiding the game for 2 weeks. Wow. Wow. I am not mocking you. That is amazing. That of all games, Pokemon was the one to get that reaction out of you. And that I take as more a testament to just how fucking unexpectedly good the characters in Pokemon Moon were. And when another Pokemon comes out that can compete with it, maybe I'll take another interest in it. But until then, I guess, yeah, anybody that asks me, are you gonna play the new Pokemon? My answer's probably, nah. I like story. And I'm already putting myself through a whole lot of Pokemon RPG, which, you know, the only way I can be enticed by these games now is by doing Nuzlocks. She's one of the best written characters in the series. I can get that. She also had, like, a really good connection with, you know, Lusamine, who was a fantastically dark and fucked up boss of a character. And then Guzma was there, who was threatening as all hell, but, like, not a terrible person to the bone, as many of Pokemon's villains are. Yeah, I've heard that I can skip Sword and Shield. I'm pretty good with that. I take it GameCube games are probably off the table, but they're fun twists. I have no easy way to play those Cube games right now, and yeah, I think I've played... Like, I've touched on them a little bit, and I don't really have much interest in going back to them. Didn't his Galizapod just annihilate your Pikachu into the next dimension? Yeah! He also, like, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure for that whole playthrough, every time I met Guzma, he killed half my team. Like, every single time that man took 3 Pokemon from me. He was the scariest motherfucker I've ever seen in Pokemon to this day. Okina Shinju. Shinju wa nan desu ka? Pearl. Big Pearl. Lily was the most human character in a Pokemon game I've ever seen. I felt the moments when Lily was angry, sad, or determined to finish her goals. She was good. She was good. She had, like, a presence and a real weight in your game. Like, really, it was more her story than yours, which is interesting because it's really fun to, like, have a game where you are not the main character. Like, you might be the player, it's not your story. I think that's part of why I got, like, so attached to Tales of Symphonia back when I was in high school, too. Because, like, that game becomes Lloyd's story, but for the first third of it, it is not. It is Colette's journey, and you're just along as her bodyguard. And I remember thinking at the time, like, this is really interesting. I like this about it. Cough Rex. You know what? That's not wrong either. Like, Xenoblade 2 is Pyra's story. Rex is kind of just something that helps facilitate it. So I'm pushing for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon someday. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, I have heard, does have pretty good plots, so those could be really good in Japanese. By the way, Palisade, what was the event I'm here for? You said go into the dining room, and I got 2 things, but I don't know what I'm specifically looking to happen. Ultra came out and ruined Lucy Mean's character and tried to make Faba the villain for Gen 7. Like, fuck that. Put respect on her name. I don't even know who Faba was. Who is Faba? Is that some new guy that they injected? Because that's gross. The rundown town that Team Skull took over, I outright thought they murdered all the citizens previously living there. I don't know where you got that impression. Like, I'm not gonna say that you were wrong for having it, just that never occurred to me, so... Whenever you enter the dining room, there's a chance that a ghost will appear. Alright. Like, do I need to walk around the whole room, or will it be visible from the entrance? He was Lucy Mean's right-hand man. Oh, that guy! Oh, man, that guy was not worth being the main bad guy. That was like a weird admin at best. You have to walk around? God, do I really? I don't want to fight all the fucking Ghastlies. It'll happen from the entrance? Alright. There it is. Ah, yeah, it doesn't walk. He just sort of floats off to the side. Yep, so it is definitely a haunted house. There are ghost Pokemon and there's 2 people ghosts. Somebody, can somebody do me a favor too? Like, can you find that Pokemon series of animated shorts? Like, the Chateau episode will be fine if that's the one you want to link. Just, like, find it for me and link it to me so that I don't fucking forget to do it again. Because those are in Japanese too. Those would be good for me to watch. I remember watching, I think, there was like a series that happened in Gen 8 about the water gym leader. I watched those. I couldn't, like, I could follow what was happening, but not a whole lot of the speech. I'm probably better by now. Yeah, the Generations episodes. If somebody can send that to me on Discord, I would be, like, hugely thankful. Or just on Twitter, too. Twitter would be good. The fact that you forgot Faba shows how much of a nothing character he was. Yeah, Faba fucking sucked. Screw that guy. He was made one of Giovanni's lackeys in Ultra. He was that unmemorable. You can see other ghosts in the room. All right, well, I think I'm done with the chateau for now, guys. I took a look in, I walked around, I saw Rotom, I saw some of the ghosts. Thanks for pointing that out and getting me to go take a look at it. I'm gonna move on now. It's speculated that the old man and little girl are Gardenia's dead grandfather and sister. Who is Gardenia? Once again, that means nothing to me because I have no baseline for what the fact means. The grass gym leader. All right. Eterna's gym leader. Is Eterna this city? Because in Japanese it's called Hakusei. You guys are giving me English names. Maybe that's why none of them are landing with me. Welcome back to Ukulele, where we found a toilet. Oh man, Discord has some good memories. No, it's not necessarily habit. Like, you guys know these characters and places by a different name. I just mean, when you say names and things, like, I am naturally not going to know what the fuck you're talking about because they have different names to me. That's not something to feel sorry about, just, like, be aware of that when I seem confused. Saikuringu road wa jitensha senyo douro desu. This is for bicycles only. Jitensha ni notte kudasai. Please ride your bike. She was right outside the haunted house? I don't remember that, but okay. That was like multiple weeks ago. There's always that Halloween episode in every gen. They introduce a Mon that's either a ghost type or a Mon with a fucked up dex entry. Yeah, yeah. Pokemon's a game for kids, but they do try to find some way to work in holidays and, like, special episodes, special events throughout the year. Met a guy from Austria who called Charizard his German name Glurak, and I was like, oh right, they're not the same thing everywhere. Exactly. Alright, Route 206. We can probably catch something new here. And Palisade, you have yet another name lined up if you want it, because you resubbed. But, like, I'm still gonna continue to cycle in other people's names before you, because half of them on naming list has been you at this point. I hope you are okay with that. Like, Sandslash still has Hiraki on here, which is the next one. And then I can give you your Poppy, finally. And then I've got Korra with Domino. And then I've got Palisade with Mike. And then's your next Palisade. And then is your next name. Let's get back to what's really important. Pokemon Death.
Say what?
I said Pokemon Death, Martin Stone. Death. Death. No, not sad. Angry. Death. Palisade likes naming the next victim. Oh god, there's a dude here? Yo, サイクリングとポケモン、どっちが好き? Which do you like better? Pokemon or cycling? Definitely Pokemon. I'm not much of an exercise fanatic. Name them on Luigi. Alright. Oh hey, it's a Pikachu! I put out the water type. Fuck. Sure. Bonbon! Go help me out. Be your tanky moth self. 相手のピカチュウの電光石火? That's quick attack, right? I think that's quick attack. Oh, fuck. All I have is an electric move. 守る月の光. Tsuki no Hikari is mysterious light. That's a heal. 相手のピカチュウの電磁な? That's Thunder Wave.
NCS Happy EMA.
Pickletron with 100 bits. Thank you so much. Why are people bringing back the bits all of a sudden? I'm confused. I've had bits available for, I mean, everybody on Twitch has bits, but I've had these for like years. And I only ever got an occasional one. And now we have a bunch of attention and I'm getting donations and people are giving me bits. And I'm like, what fucking happened? Where's all this attention coming from all of a sudden? I'm doing nothing differently. All right, get out there, Melon. Hey, look, is overhyped electric bastard of a rat. I mean, Pikachu. Glad Mobile has animated emotes now, but we still don't have follower emotes. Follower emotes seem a little strange to me. Like, it's cool that they're there, but yeah, it's weird that they wouldn't let you use them on multiple devices. Plus, I understand what the main idea is, but it does kind of suck to be like, I have emote ideas, but I guess you can only use them here. This is kind of where you put the emotes that, like, people don't really care about, because if they cared about them, then they want to use them everywhere. Pikachu's objectively well designed. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, Pikachu is a smart Pokemon. He's an incredibly good mascot. Oh, fuck. Why am I didn't touch the... Is this just a hill that I'm, like, gonna roll down automatically? Chirin, Chirin. Abunai zo. Soretomo shobu shitai no ka? It's dangerous. You want to have a fight? This is an automatic hill? Okay. Okay, I didn't touch it and I just rolled and I'm like, I'm scared. What is happening? Oh, God. Oh. Boobs, I miss you. so pissed about that fucking skunk. $684 経験値をもらった。Like, that's a crazy amount of XP, though. 勝負に勝った。俺の頑張りは空回り。いつもそん... Well, I did my best, but... Oh, God! Okay, so I can still go up if I want to. That's good to know. So, like, there's a couple people on this hill that I could still challenge. Ponyta and Roselia are great for experience early on. Yeah, I'm glad that there was a route that occasionally had some Ponytas show up. I'm gonna really quickly go back because, I'm already, like, double paralyzed, which is a pain. Being somebody with Asperger's, it was a pleasant surprise to me when I found out that Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of Pokemon, has autism. Nice! I mean, maybe that's the wrong reaction, but I'm glad that you found some inspiration, some positivity from something like that. Alright, let's get back to the hill. Butts is already 24. Actually, Bonbon is the one who's not, so let's do that. And there's somebody up along this side. Hoi hoi. Cycling tte kimochi ii. Cycling feels great. そして相手を任すと、任すは何ですか？任すと、任す。 Maybe I should skip some of these guys. Like, when I find a new catch, I can come back and train them on them. 任すと、もっともっと気持ちいいの。And it'll feel even better to beat you. サイクリング、リルカ、リルカ？ Cycling Riruka Mudai. Alright, this slow text is good, but I'm super not a fan of how I have exactly 0.01 seconds to read what the fucking name is before it just moves along. I'm not gonna win this. Oh boy, I'm not gonna win this. This bird has a noted advantage on my Mothman. Maybe Melon's a better bet? This route has a ton of mons. What I can tell, all of them are good in their own way. I mean, I've got to get past the trainers first. Gakebunshi no shita. Great. Double teams. Alright. Just hit him with the Jinchurika. Muge Bado. Mukubado. Oh, come on. Wow, that does so much damage. Holy shit balls. Mukubado Denko Sekka. Like, whatever he's using, it cuts past a steel type. Time for lessons at 3:40 in the morning. What's up, Cora? Keikenchi をもらった。サイクリングのリルカとの勝負に勝った。ふぅ、やられちゃった。Oh, you did me in. 坂を降りてるとき、ペダルを後ろ向きに回すのが好きなんだ。そう、坂を降りてるとき、ペダルを後ろ向き回すと好き。Oh, when I'm going downwards, when I'm going down the hill, I like to run the pedals backwards. Oh my god! Really? I haven't ridden a bike in years, but did anybody else do that? I love to do that. When I'm just coasting, and you sort of like, because it free flows backwards, and you just like pedal back. You're like, whee! Something's itchy in my eye. No, I'm not crying out of nostalgia. I'm literally just having eye itch. It basically lowers your HP to however much they have. That's why it did so much. Oh, wait. So the bird came in with really low HP, and then it was lowering my tanky mons to match its HP. That's what it did. Rona scare, had test and came negative. Heck of a day. Yeesh. I hear you, Cora. I've been doing the same thing all weekend. I've had a Rona scare with my room neighbor, tested positive, and now a bunch of people in the house are labeled as close contact, and we need to quarantine, and, like, I'm basically off work for another week, which is cool. I get to do a bunch of Japanese practice, but, like, man, it's a thing to just have pop up and be like, well, this is a disruption to my life I wasn't ready for. I'm gonna try to actually avoid most of the people if I can. Fuck. So that I can use them as training once I catch another Mon. Rip Bernadetta. Bernadetta and the Morag emotes are both gonna get bumped out soon because I have other ones slotted to go in. I figured that the that the what. Actually, you know what? We might need to do something with the what, because I had what. And then I figured, oh my god, replaced it. But then Pog replaced oh my god. Shit, I'm running out of I'm running out of slots for all the ideas that I want to have. Anyways, scattershot things and thoughts. I had sad, and that one had to go in a spot, so I moved Bernadetta. Because a small amount of people love Bernie. I very rarely see anybody actually use it. I like petting backwards on exercise bikes. My teacher called me out on it. That's Endeavor. Gotcha. It's the main part of a fear strategy. My mom's positive. I'm supposed to get a shot later today. Okay, good. You're isolated from everyone. Are you also in a tight spot, Sandslash? Yee, I'm sorry. Speedo o kiso hito. Wait, kiso wa nan desu ka? Kiso? Compete, contend, speed o kiso hito, technique o migaku hito. I want to compete with people, so I need to polish my technique. Anata wa dochi? Talk about it during John's stream. Oh, that was you. Shit, I'm sorry. I hope you can pull through it, okay? Oh my god, can replace it technically? Yes, oh my god, can replace it, but then, like, Pog kind of replaced oh my god, because I took the oh my god sprite and turned it into an animated one instead. So it's like, now I'm running out of slots for all the ideas that I want to do. Oh, also, shit, we have to do a prediction here for the Mons. Will Amon die today? Yay, nay. 30 minutes. There you go. Betch pop is now! Need to get a sneeze out of my way. Not out of sickness, just without jamming a swab up my schnoz. Yeah. I have never had to deal with that. The test that we did here just needed saliva. Maybe a little less accurate. That's why we're still quarantining. So Butts is really taking off now. He's at level 25. Oh, God. I miss my pants. I'm just really frustrated I wasn't able to celebrate 2 birthdays back to back. Oh, I'm sorry for that, Sandslash. That's rough. You guys really think I'm gonna survive when, like, last time I lost 5 of them? You're probably leaning on the fact that I'm a little bit over-leveled right now, ain't ya? God, I hope this sad gets put into the quote. What I need, too, is some more potions. Because I used them all on that damn skunk. Damn. It does say Kuuribro sad, but it doesn't actually, like, come up with the emote. The game is just rubbing salt and alcohol by throwing dead mons at you. It's just making me remember that which once I had. It's just like, hey, don't you feel bad? It's like, fuck off! Stop showing me who has already died! Alright, here. Let's do this. Let's do del quote. Del quote 415. And then we'll do mod is an emote. Like, I mean, a Nightbot... Oh, Nightbot? Wait, Nightbot... I thought Nightbot was a subscriber. Maybe not. I think... Wait, isn't it that you need to be a partner in order to get that? Because I don't think affiliates get that privilege. Oh, God. Give sub to Nightbot. No, don't give a sub to Nightbot, because that'll expire every 30 days, and that's just a waste of money. Like, I think that you need to be a partner in order to get mod for bots. So let's just do I miss my pants, period, as a quote. Like, no context, no emotions, and we'll just run with that. Gear change をうまく使いこなせばどんな道も楽に進めるよ。うまく使いこなせば使いこなせば I don't understand that. 使いこなせばLet me delete 415 again. What? No, you didn't. Oh, God, you did. Whoops. Okay, Deep L. Sky Kunaseba wa nan desu ka? If you know how to use it. Okay, 使いこなせば。ギアチェンジをうまく使いこなせば、どんな道も楽に進めるよ。If you know how to use gear change, then, like, various roads will be really easy for you. That makes sense. ギアチェンジをうまく使いこなせば、you say the same thing. 自転車言えばこれ。言えば自転車と言えばこれ。Here, I said bicycle. What? ポケモンのアクセサリー、フラッグをどうぞ。Take a accessory, Pokemon accessory. Or say bicycle. Here's a Pokemon accessory. That was weird. Alright, I don't need the accessories. Moving on. Find it kind of funny. MLP is really popular in Japan. Similar to how a lot of anime fans refuse to watch them sub and watch them dub. Japanese fans prefer watching it in English with subtitles. English is, like, supposedly really cool over here. A lot of Japanese people just, like, enjoy English things and English words. Most people learn some English in school. They have no idea how to use it, but they can understand bits and pieces. So that makes a lot of sense to me. You can get items based on the mons you caught. Okay. ズリの実が1個できている木の実を取りますか? ズリの実を1個取った? I don't know what ズリ is. ククソはズリの実を木の実ポケットにしまった。ふかふかの地に戻った。I'm starting to understand this. ズリの実が1個できている木の実を取りますか? ズリの実を1個取った。ククソはズリの実を木の実ポケットにしまった。ふかふかの土に戻った。It's the reason why Sonic occasionally throws in English dialogue in Japan and emphasizes how cool he is. That makes 100% of the sense. Oh, Route 207! Dude, we can catch 2 Pokemons! Well, ain't this just a nice little gift in the pants then? This is where you got boobs? Fuck, you're right. God damn it. I was all excited. Louder and louder. Okay. Man, you guys remember that? How the hell are you paying more attention than I am? The fuck is that? Korotoku. What the hell is that thing? Why does it look like a pot-bellied scyther? It looks like somebody put Scyther and Caesar in a blender. So, like, all of the mush went to the bottom. Obligatory best cry. I wasn't listening. Oh, fuck. I'm actually boned. I just did a lot of damage to it. It's using Bide, but I'm not doing enough damage to kill it. Before it unleashes the Bide. Is running an option? Running is an option. Umaku nige kireta. Okay, so that's one. So that's 1 in 206. Where's the nearest town? I'm gonna go get some medicines. Can I get up this hill with the bike? Is that a thing that I can do? Okay, then I can come back to this route later. Let's get these things. Oren no mi ga iko dekiteiru ki no mi o torimasu ka? Oren no mi o iko totta? Kukuso wa oren no mi o ki no mi poketo ni shimata? Fuka fuka no tsuchi ni modotta? I'm gonna read this 3 times, guys. It's just repetition. How did I never get that item? I know I've been into that grass patch before. Zuri no mi ga iko dekiteiru ki no mi o torimasu ka? Zuri no mi o iko totta? Kukuso wa zuri no mi o ki no mi poketo ni shimata? Fuka fuka no tsuchi ni modotta? Hey guys, what's going on? We got 24 people in here. Normally that only happens after a raid. What is up? You are all here to watch me go slowly through a game I can barely speak. I am truly shocked. At this time of night, in this part of the country, localized entirely within my tiny room. Or my tiny corner on the internet, anyways. Korabo no mi ga iko de dekiteiru ki no mi o torimasu ka? Kurabo no mi o iko totta? Kukuso wa kurabo no mi o ki no mi poketo ni shimatta? Fuka fuka no tsuchi ni modotta? Oren no mi ga iko dekiteiru ki no mi o torimasu ka? Oren no mi o iko totta? Kukuso wa oren no mi o ki no mi poketo ni shimatta? Fuka fuka no tsuchi ni modotta? There's a 50% chance that, oops, the two of us share a birthday. Do you mean a birth week? A birth week would make sense. A birthday? There's only 25 people in here. Oh yeah? Oh yeah! Who dis? Oh. Well then, I was hoping for something interesting. Alright, Hiraki. This one gets named Hiraki. Togepi is interesting. Well, good, Sandslash. I'm happy you're happy because this is your name. Our egg hatched into an egg. Exactly. Nothing happened. Hiraki. Owari. There we go. Perfect name for a Togepi. I don't know what it means, so I'll take your word on it. I have this same Togepi from my original playthrough of Platinum. God, it's level 1? Oh, fuck. It doesn't even come in at level 5? That's like one battle, but still, man, this Togepi fucking sucks. I'm sorry, Sand Slash. I just find it fun to drive... to be exaggeratedly mean. I mean nothing by it. It is my literal favorite Pokemon, first level 100 partner for life. Well, good. I'm glad you're happy with it. Togepi is good. Nii. Mataseru. It's not going to be death fodder. Not if I can help it, because I don't like using anything as death fodder. Stop level 5 egg hatchings after Gen 3. Why, though? I mean, granted, I guess it does make a little bit of sense. It was weird that you could catch wild Pokemon that were weaker than freshly hatched bebes. Excuse me. Now, let's head back out and catch ourselves a Poppy. I'm sure this one will survive, maybe. Freshly hatched Beppis. Get out of here with this Beppis. In Gen 2 and Gen 1, level 1 was glitched. Interesting. Togepi can become a good Pokemon. It's high risk, high reward. Oh, it's definitely gonna die then. 1000% gonna die. High risk, high reward, and a blind Nuzlocke is a recipe for death. Like 110% death. Already got one of these, so this is Pokemon number 2 in this area. Yuke! Bonbon! Well, that's also the wrong Pokemon to fight a rock type, so let's throw out the butts instead. Not sure what you think you're doing with that, but okay. Mizudeppo. And Koroshita. When Platinum came out in North America, I was 6 years old. I don't remember how old I was when Platinum came out. Like, I totally stopped paying attention after Gen 3. Alright, well, it got an extra defense. I like that it has high defenses. That's nice to me. Item? Yakedona Oshi. I don't know what that is. Togepi has good defense, he bulky. How is that high risk then? That doesn't make a lot of sense. That's not what that word is, guys. Oh, fucking making me sad again. Ponyta, I can't catch this. When fully evolved, he's bulky. He seems pretty bulky even right now. Like, even just for the first couple of levels, Togepi is getting more defense than other things. Ah, damn it. Yakedo no damageを受けている。水鉄砲お願いします。殺してお願いします。殺してください。殺してくれて。やったー。ボンボンは86経験値をもらった。レベル6。開きは指を振る。指を振る? Finger wag? Is that supposed to be metronome? 指を振り自分の脳を刺激してすべての技の中からどれか一つを送り出す. Alright, cool. I hope you guys realize that as soon as possible I'm going to be dropping that shit because I am not going to maintain a move that has the possibility of calling self-destruct and explode. It's not a thing that I'm gonna do. That is getting dropped as soon as I have any alternative. チーゴのみが移行できている木の実を取りますか？チーゴのみ移行取った。ククソはチーゴの実を木の実ポケットにしまった。ふかふかの土に戻った。いえいえ。1 out of 8, 97 chance of death. Yeah, that's too high for me. チーゴの実が移行できている木の実を取りますか？チーゴの実移行取った。ククソはチーゴの実を木の実ポケットにしまった。ふかふかの土に戻った。Also, like, there's just the thing to... This is Pokemon number 4, by the way. I don't have one of these yet, and I would not mind one. It's never going to evolve to Machamp, so, like, fuck that. I'm going to be stuck with a Machoke forever, assuming it lives that long, but a fighting type is not bad. Yeah, self-destruct and explosion. That's a higher chance than getting a shiny. Sure. Also, like, there's just the mere fact that I don't like chance. Like, I don't like not knowing, and Metronome is a move that, like, sure, I might get Self-Destruct or Explode. I might get any version of Tail Wag and end up doing nothing for a turn. I need to know what I'm doing. I need it to stick to a plan. Let's see. Let's check the list. Machop is not on the list. This is a fresh catch for me. RNG is RNG. I've learned to never gamble on it. Pretty much. Pretty much. Machop is Pop. A male Machop is Poppy. God, I wish we could actually transform it into Machamp now, because then it would be Poppy Cutie Pie. Machoppy. Palisade, if you want to rename it Machoppy, Machoppy, I can let you, because that is in Japanese. I can make that work. That's just, if you want it, you can. If not, we will stick to Poppy. This is also assuming that I catch the thing, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. Because the only things I can attack it with are an underleveled Togepi, a super effective flying or psychic move, or a burned Weasel. Later, Marks. Thanks for popping by. Like, fuck, I'm actually fucked, aren't I? Kori no Joutai. Kori, that's poison. That's sleep. That's paralysis. Kori, yeah, that's burn, isn't it? Let's get butts. 使っても効果がないよ. They would have no effect. Okay, then what's the thing for burn? Do I not have the thing for burn? Kori is confusion, isn't it? Alright, fine. Use the jelly. Poppying by. Hey. Wouldn't it be ice? Cody is ice. You're right. You're right. I just didn't have any burn heals for some reason. Hypnosis and maybe catch it on full health. You know what? That's not a bad call. I could confuse it and let it hit itself a few times and then hypnosis it. And then hypnotize it. 野生の雰囲気の見破る攻撃. That's like detect, right? メランの No, that's identify. Detect is protect. That's the other one that I can't remember. 野生の雰囲気の睨みつける攻撃. 防御が下がった. Ah, that's not good. I don't want you to lower my defense. Foresight, that's the one. 雰囲気は混乱した. And I'm just gonna have to keep using this because anything else will cause damage to it. 混乱している野生の雰囲気空手チョップ. Alright, please hurt yourself a little bit. It just immediately broke out. I went back to town and I didn't buy any fucking potions again. God damn it. I never understood that move. I just pretend it raised the evasion of the Mon and don't care you are dead. Eliminates type immunities. That makes sense. Please punch yourself. Thank God. I would really like it if you would punch yourself one more time. That'd be super cool and fun of you. Like, just once. That's all I need. Just once? Just once. The game sound is out of sync? Sorry about that. I don't know why it would be. Yes, I do. Well, sorry to anybody watching this. That's going to be out of sync for like most of the VOD, and that's super frustrating. I have to delay the desktop audio when we're playing something on Switch because of the capture delay, so that like co-coms come in on the right delay to go with the game. And look, I really wish that OBS just had like a simple button that let you switch a whole lot of settings at once. Delays on individual inputs is not a thing that you can do with one button, so something usually gets forgotten. I'm sorry about that. Oh my god, can you just punch yourself, please? Toketa, yeah, now it broke out of it. I need you to punch yourself one more time. Just one more time, come on. Thank you. But now I actually have to hope he lasts for one more turn so that I can put him to sleep. Karate choppu. Okay, sleep. Oh my god. I'm scared of Melon staying in like this. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit nervous about it too. So I might just start tossing balls. I'm pretty sure Bonbon will be able to survive against it for quite a while. Cool that it immediately broke out of its confusion again. And there we go. All right, Palisade, so what's it going to be? Do you want Poppy or do you want Machoppy? 雰囲気のデータが新しくポケモン図鑑に登録されます。小柄な小柄は何ですか？小柄 small stature 小柄な体だけど力持ち。石物or 石物 てなら、何匹もまとめて、からがる、no, 軽々 lightly 軽々と持ち上げ投げ飛ばす so it's small stature but it's very strong. I think it's saying that it tosses geodudes around for fun. Machapi, alright. Throwing geodudes to get stronger, that makes sense. Height. Let's go with Machapi. Has to be in Japanese though. Ma 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 ma. Where the fuck is ma ma ma? Where is the ma? Ma. Choppy. Perfect. Machoppy. Weed. And there we go. Now I've caught. I have not a full team again. I need to actually check if one of these guys can learn something that I have on Doofy so that I can get rid of Doofy again. Machoppy. So what do I currently have on Doofy that... Yaigiri. So I've got cut on Doofy. Kaifuku Boru Waza Machine. Iru 9999. Nobody can learn cut. I still can't put a cut on anybody else, so Doofy still sticks around. Machop is one of those mons I often forget that it exists until a stupid reason to remember it. This time a video of Machamp versus Goro from Mortal Kombat. That works. Why not? But as somebody said earlier in the chat too, just like imagine Poppy Cutie Pie with 4 arms. Because she's a robot, she totally could do it. I'm terrified thinking about it, but it's possible. Also, I'm getting hungry. Like sore stomach hungry. I had a bowl of cereal earlier, but that's all I've eaten all day. Sundays are usually like this. I should really get a box of like granola bars or power bars or something and keep them in my room. The problem is, I would just eat them because I saw them. I would not keep them for when I'm actually like in a stream and stomach growling. There's a Pokemon Battle Royale animation by Terminal Montage, and Machamp is one of the top Pokemon in it. I have never heard of that. That sounds fun. I need fuel. I have to replenish my biochemicals. Yes, I'm a bot, but think of me as like a really advanced Reploid. Or like the Iron Giant, because for some reason, Iron Giant needed to eat too. Okay, so what are we gonna do? What's next up on the list? I'm thinking next is, oh my god. How is it already 10:04 p.m.? Never mind, it's not 10:04. I looked at the clock, I'm like, I've been streaming for forever. It's 6:18. I just skipped my clock forward so we could do the chateau. I think what we're gonna do now is we're gonna farm out all the trainers on the route, like I said we would, so we can get Machapi and that Togepi some experience. Also, excuse my crunching for just a little bit. I'm sorry. I'm not going to crunch for the rest of the stream. I just have to put a little something into my tumbly. Right for story, up for training. All right, let's do up for the rest of the stream here then. Shobu. Oh, damn it. Not another one. Malon, help me out, please. Flying attacks don't do so good against an electric. You know what? I'm just gonna mute for a little bit, because I know this sounds awful. Sorry, I'll be back in like a couple minutes. The raid is actually really well timed, because I can play the raid countermeasures while I munch and while I grind on things. Hello, thank you for the raid. How are you? What were you playing? Oh my god, my jaw actually hurts. That particular brand of snack mixes that I put together, like, is not meant to be just chewed on with such vigor for such a short amount of time. Ow. Hello, Odess AMC, playing GTA 3 Remaster. I have 4 missions left in the story. Awesome. I hope you've been enjoying that. Ah. Ow, it hurts. I went to another trainer, they used Roar, and now I have Machapi out. I don't trust Machapi against something that's 4 levels higher than it, so I'm gonna swap out again. Give me Melon. God fucking damn it. Can you stop this, please? Like, stop grabbing my weakest of Mons. I'm super not pleased with this. Alright, so you've charged. I'm paralyzed anyways, so even if, like, this works, then he's probably still gonna just roar me again. Now, please tell me I can confuse the bastard. I remember finding you from Proton John. Yeah, I'm a mod for John. John and his group are good guys. Fucking... I'm about ready to shoot this thing just in its goddamn skull. Like, now Doofy's involved in here, and Doofy's supposed to be dead. Now you're just wasting my time. Konan Togeta, great. It shook off the... can you fucking stop, please? It's not even using any electric moves. It's just charging. It's just using, like, charge over and over again. Like, why? Does charge buff itself, like, multiple times? It's increasing its special defense, which means I'm kind of fucked in anything that I try to attack it with. Because, like, nothing I do is gonna... yeah, that's the most I can do. That's my super move. There's the spark. And that's... about a third of my HP? So, like, cool. But those charges should also... dispel after he uses it once, right? So now he's back at the beginning. Oh my fucking god! All right, fine. You know what? You want to play this game? I'll have Machapi attack you once. He uses a spark. Oh boy. Good job. Thank you, Machapi, with the critical hit when I needed it. Fucking saving me from that electric monstrosity wasting all of our damn time. Katta! Pokemon も自分も体力がなくなったし。体力 Pokemon and yourself, you can get tired out. そろそろ帰って休みます. Head back to where you started and take a rest. Leonhardt doesn't have a small magical half-naked girl in his room. I mean, assuming he's not doing anything untowards with Lysithea, that's probably true. And he probably isn't. But you know, you never know. He's a researcher. Maybe he's got some new theory he's testing that just involves some really questionable moral shit. Linhardt, how dare you? The fool hath brought forth a divine retribution for all shall surely follow. Alright. Let's head back up again, because that was only one trainer. That was not supposed to... I guess that was 2 trainers, but I was supposed to be up there for longer than that. You fight me. Jitensha Gia change ga dekiru type ka kiniitta ore ga shoubu shite yaro. Are you the type to change your gears? Let's have a fight. I know what a Nuzlocke is, but I've never heard of a Nuzlocke Rewind. A Nuzlocke Rewind is a unique spin that I'm putting on it. I said earlier in the stream, I am basically, like, I started with Pokemon Moon, and I'm going backwards through all the generations of Pokemon, and most of them are blind, and I'm playing all of them as Nuzlockes. So, Rewind is like Gen 7, Gen 6, Gen 5, Gen 4, Gen 3, Gen 2, Gen 1. Linhardt has standards. You're right, Lysithea doesn't meet those. I need this bird to just, like, stop what it's doing, because that was not supposed to happen like that. Kagebunshi no shita. I'm also playing games in Japanese right now so that I can, you know, increase my Japanese comprehension. Work on reading and learning the language. Pokemon wa 54経験値をもらった。レベル12に上がった。やったー。トイラキは天使の... Alright, well, I missed that. Oh, good! Another one of you. I love it. I should be faster, so if I can bite... I am not... Okay, that was a quick attack, so I should still be faster. But you had the defenses. Ayuchi, maybe I can get flinches? Ooh, Kyusho atatta. Yatta! Fucking Christ, with this move! I hate this move! This move sucks! I'm gonna Aqua Jet. It was not enough. God. Shit's sake. Alright, there goes Butts. And the Yays have it. There goes another one of the few surviving Mons. Down to 4 again, and 2 of them are vastly underleveled. What makes that death worse is he was 1 day away from evolving. Them's how the Nuzlocks work. That's the breaks. 400 more before I can suggest a nickname. Look, I am all for encouraging people to, like, contribute to the stream and play with the names and stuff. I might suggest that you hold on to your everythings at this point, because I don't really think we're gonna use all the names that are already on the list. Like, when I'm out of names, then you can put one on. That's what I would suggest. Booty is dead, boobs is dead, and butts is dead. We can't celebrate the sexy bodies anymore. They're all just falling apart before our eyes. Seiri suru shine. Alright. Sorry, Butts, you kinda did well for me this stream, but not meant to be. They wanted our rear ends cut off to mount them over their fireplaces. That is disturbing to think about. And like, here's the thing. I fucking over-leveled. Butts was 5 levels above that bastard, and he still took me out. In like, 1 goddamn turn. Or 2 turns. It was too fast. So, like, I am supremely worried about my survivability. When even over-leveling doesn't save me. Oh, fuck, she has 3. That include the legs? I mean, what use are legs without a butt? The butt is what connects it. You've just got, like, legs dangling around on the floor. Become an Alfred Hitchcock story. We're gonna lose our run to damn birds. Ah! You were also using Pursuit? That's Pursuit? I thought that was Bite. It says it has the chance to make it flinch. But, like, this is also part of what happens when you're playing in a foreign language. Mistakes happen. Yeah, I know what Pursuit does. I thought it was Bite. Saike 光線不思議な光線を相手に発射して攻撃する混乱させてくださいさせることがある This looks like confusion. It has the chance of making them confused. Bunri. So I will absolutely learn that instead of Mamoru. Yeah, and I was leaning on Bite giving them a flinch. So if it was Bite, it would have the chance to flinch. That's why I was using it. Psybeam? It could be Psybeam, yeah. Oh, if you're mounting butts over the fireplace, we do include the legs. I don't know, probably not. Because that turns the mounting into a much bigger job. I played Tales of Rebirth in Japanese, and I accidentally... Can you fucking with this goddamn Endeavor bullshit? Like, just stop. My god, please. Like, can we be done with this Endeavor? I'm so pissed off. I hate it so much. Palisade, what the fuck do you want me to explain? You're giving me these 5,000 points with that little smiling poppy face. It's just making me mad looking at it. I'm joking, by the way. I'm only like 45% actually mad. fucking die. Just fucking die already. You still have another bird left. I will explain that in a moment, Palisade. Right now, I need to be very focused on how distraught I am that these birds keep destroying my fucking team. No, you know what? Leave the sad face on. Starly line is annoying to fight. Endeavor double team and quick attack. That sounds awful. Thank you.
Additional function is to cheer up Master Pawn with extreme cuteness.
See, that I need that
That you love.
I need that bit emote to actually be like that bit alert to actually be like all bit alerts, because I legitimately can't stay fucking mad. It does its job. It does exactly what it says on the tin. Poppy shows up and says Poppy things and I smile. It doesn't matter what was happening. I can't be mad. Thank you, Pickletron. You son of a bake sale, Starly. So pissed off at those birds. Okay. Can you explain the plot of Ace Attorney but without using the words lawyer, prosecutor, or attorney? Okay. I'm going with the... I said I'm going to explain a game about lawyers without using lawyers, all right? So first game only, here we go. All right, it's a game in which you play as Phoenix Wright. He's a dude. He works in legal shit, and then like he and his estranged gay lover from when they were children. Like it's never been totally confirmed, but like does Phoenix Wright is gay is in the most recent of the rumors. And then you go through a whole bunch of trials that are about law and legal stuff, and then there's like a judge, and the judge is like old and graybeard, and he's kind of like confused. He never knows what's going on. But you and the guy in the red suit over there, you just keep like throwing down playing cards. It's essentially Uno. But like with somebody's actual life on the line, and then you go through 4 different of the trials. I said judge, didn't I? No, I didn't. Judge was fine. Okay. And then like when one of you decides that you win the Uno game, when you're constantly like making up arguments over top of it, like every time you play an Uno card, it's like you have to say something about evidence, and then it turns out that like you, the guy that you're playing in the blue suit and the spiky hair, you get on like a really crazy win streak, and then it drives the guy in the red suit so crazy that he shoots a guy, but he didn't actually shoot a guy, and then stuff happens with the past things, and then eventually he quits his job of doing the lawyer stuff on the opposite side. Shit! I said lawyer, I fucked it up. I was so close, too. God damn it. No, Pickletron, I cannot explain an Ace Attorney without using lawyer. Oh, I was gonna be so proud of myself. That was Palisade. I'm getting a little loopy, alright? I did the points, though. I mean, I feel like that was still worth the points, right? You got the explanation. You got to see me spinning some improv bullshit on the spot. That's all that anybody... That's all the point of it is. To have some rando fun. Excuse me. Nice. It was totally and completely worth it. then I consider that to be a victory. Verdict handed down. Not guilty of being boring. Yes! Fucking nailed it. Yes! Palisade is funny, man. Wish I could be the funny hugs Palisade. Wait, where does Palisade get the credit? It was my fucking story. Right, I don't have the water type anymore. I was just gonna switch over to Butts. I'm like, Butts, help me out here. Butts is dead. Butts is super dead. Use the karate chop.
Additional function is to cheer up Master Pawn with extreme cuteness.
So fucking happy with that alert. I love it. I love it so. I want to use one of my animated slots for the Poppy dance. It would be so much work, and then I would have 2 slots dedicated to just Poppy. But the fucking Poppy dance, right? It's like, wouldn't it be so worth it? And I already have a music emote. It's one of my follower ones, but nobody uses it. If I had the Poppy dance, I can promise you somebody would fucking use that. If only me, I would spam it. It's bedtime for me. Have a good rest of the stream. Good luck on your rewind adventure. Thank you, Odessa MC, and I hope to see you pop by again in the future. Have a good sleep. I forgot when Gligar was purple instead of pink. Is it pink later? Poppy is half the brand. You know what? You're right. You're very true. I have the Poppy Wave. And I've got the Poppies, and if I make the Poppy dance, then it would just be like wonderful. I would use it, but mobile don't get follower emotes. That's fair. I am happy to see the Sad Servbot getting used. Yay. Sad seems like it's gonna have more uses than I thought it would. Because, you know, you can just exaggerate how incredibly, like, crushed you are at the smallest of things and turn it into a funny. Fucking Butts is dead. I did it again. I'm like, oh, fire type. I have a water type for that. Nope, no I don't. Burn. Oh, right, fire against steel. That's actually not so hot. But I do have the defenses. Oh, come on, why are you still alive? If I want to get the most of the experience out of this, I should probably put Machopy into slot 1. Also, Togepi evolves by happiness, right? If that's the case, I should probably put that bell on it. Because I don't give much of a flying hootenanny about moves right now. I need bulk. Like, I need things with defenses. Nah, but I can't put it onto the Togepi because I need that experience share. So then I'll have to do it once it's actually caught up. Let's move you up to the slot number 1 so that we can do some more experience sharing. This is gonna take so fucking long. I'm splitting the experience 3 ways for every fight. Batsugunda, Yase, Ishitsube. Ishitsube? Yeah, Ishitsube. Machopu Karate Choppu. You could spend 20 minutes driving up down cycling road to build happiness if you're that guy. I mean, I've spent longer doing grinding, but meh. The experience is just so bad. Shirubas spray. Silver spray? I don't know what to make of that. I still didn't buy any dangled droppy rompa potions. I wasn't listening again, god damn it. Three-way with a mirror and an egg probably isn't fun, but then you'd have 2 eggs. Well, at least you can pretend you have 2 eggs. Spray or powder. It was called silver spray. It's probably a repel, maybe. Do 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 do. Like, this thing seems pretty bulky, too. It could just be that Bonbon has really terrible attack, but it does survive multiple super effectives. I need potions. I have to go buy potions. I will fight everything in the grass until I do that, because I need the experiences. And it's gonna take forever. Machop to Machoke is around... Rokata is around 24, right? Just say if it's 24 or not. Don't tell me what it is. Only 83 experience, not great. I am running low on energy. Reminder to buy potions. Yeah, I'm working on it. Have I really been streaming for 6 hours? That's not possible. Okay, no, you know what? Never mind. That's on Twitch. Only 2. Yeah, Twitch says a 6-hour stream, but that's because it's also taking from the computer clock that I skipped ahead by 4 hours. Like, I have OBS open and I can see 2.5. My favorite Pokemon is Shellos. I don't know why I said that. I appreciate that you've come in to share some information with us. Thank you very much for saying something in the chat for the first time. My Shellos is long since dead. I'm sorry that we won't be able to use your favorite Pokemon. I named it Poppy and I was excited, and then it died. But then's is the ways of the Nuzlocke, and most of my Pokemons have died. Gastrodon is cool, I use him every time I play. Its death was pretty ugly. Did it die to Mars? Was that what happened? Or did Shellos die to some rando out in the middle of, like, a grass field? No, Shellos was the Poppy with an I. Machop was gonna be Poppy with a Y, but then we called it Machoppy instead. We are poking them on. Guess what? I'm dying. I really hope that doesn't actually kill me. Case in point, I'm dying. That was my, like, beefiest, most reliable mon taken out to a random ass Geodude self-destruct. Now we have a Machop and a mirror and an egg baby. Geodude's no longer viable grind targets now. Yeah, I guess I gotta run forever from fucking Geodudes.
Additional function is to cheer up Master Pawn with extreme cuteness.
God damn it, Poppy, just let me be sad for a minute. You and you're forcing a smile on my face. Sometimes I don't want to smile. Here's a feature of explosion moves they don't mention. They also have your defense before damage calculation. Wonderful. That explains it. That box of dead Pokemon hurts to see. I've beaten 2 gyms. We've had a Psyduck and a Pidgey and a Weasel, and there's Poppy. And a Pants and a Ponyta. Guess what? I caught one of them. It died. And my starter and a Garlic Monkey and my own Geodude. They're all dead. Now Bonbon joins them. And we only have 3 Pokemon left, and the only reason that I still have Beepba with me, Doofy, is because Doofy's the only one that can learn Cut. That's it. I probably don't even have Rock Smash anymore. So I got a Togepi, a Machop. I caught both of them today. They are very underleveled. I started off this stream with 3 level 23s. I overleveled like hell. 2 of them died anyways. All I've got left is the mirror. I think the Discord puts it best. What? What is Discord saying? Tonight's Nuzlocke in a night show. Yeah, you're not wrong. Imagine if Pokemon Center didn't exist. There are runs that do that. I don't know why people put themselves through it, but it's a thing that people do. All right, where's the shop at? I need to get myself a buttload of potions. Might be best to continue finding more mons to catch. It's just like, this road is not worth it. This road has killed 2 of my Pokemon in my attempt to make things stronger. You know what? Maybe we should just go forward and try to catch something. At least attempt it. You have a Togepi, a Machop, and a Psychic, and the next type gym is a Ghost type. So, like, fuck, but also that's a spoiler. Don't tell me those things. I do have pretty strict spoiler rules. And this is blind. Excuse me. Turn your badges in now. It says blind in the title, alright? I don't know what more I can do to say that I don't know what this game is. just in general, don't blurt things out in a stream. That's like the best rule I have for anybody that you go into. Like, never assume they know something unless you for sure have a confirmation that they know it. Like, this is one of the biggest dangers of streaming, is this streaming something blind. Is like, hey, you get to show your real reactions to seeing something for the first time, except there's a whole lot of people in chat that either maliciously or accidentally are going to tell you something that you otherwise didn't want to know. Like, yeah, no worries, it happens, but still, like, be more careful in the future, please. What was the underground ruling? I don't even know what the underground is, and I don't care. I don't have time for mini games right now, so if it was optional, I skipped it. Ganbare yo, boku no Pokemon. Boku mo ganbaru kara sa. Do your best, my Pokemon, because I'm gonna do my best too. You can't even find wild Pokemon in the underground, so it super doesn't matter here. Yep, that seems about right. Hey, cool, it's a Chimchar. Hey, guess what's the only thing I have that has any chance of surviving? It's a Steel type. Who was it that suggested I move on? I need to meet with you with a bat. And I don't mean like the bat, the Pokemon, or like the animal. I mean like a baseball bat. Kain Gruma. Thankfully, I still have the defenses of 17 tanks. Like, I am Blitztank, compressed into the size of a small plate. Kyusho Atatta. Ah, makechatta, I lost. Chikatsuro de kaseki o horo. Kaseki wa nan desu ka? Fossil. I dug up a fossil in the underground road. De, hagubutsukan de Pokemon ni fukugen. Fukugen wa nan desu ka? Fukugen? Restoration. Fukugen shite moraitari shite sa. Hakubutsukan. At a museum, I can get it restored to what it was before, to its original state. Later, Lundea. Thanks for stopping by. Have yourself a good rest. Ganbatte, atashi no Pokemon. Atashi mo ganbaru kara. Basically the same thing. Do your best, Pokemon. I'll do my best too. Pachirisu o kuridashita. Oh, okay. This one actually has the potential of being worrisome. Because it's electric type, right? Electric flying for some strange reason. Just elect? Avoid double battles. Doing a Pokemon XD Nuzlocke, and I have 33 dead because of doing doubles. Yeah, doubles are incredibly... Fuck! God, piss drizzling, leaking, mother... fucking poster punching, damn it. Electric flying is a Molga, alright. Just immediately paralyzed. God damn it. God damn you. Pachiris. God damn you. Doubles are incredibly fun. Look at how much HP it has! It hit itself and it did like 3 damage. I wonder what ability Machopy has. Remind me after this fight. We'll go look it up. Like, confusion is the only thing I can rely on to maybe do some damage here. Because I keep getting paralyzed. That's why they use this rat at tournament super buff. I can see this. Yeah, at least it's not doing much damage, that's true. It will eventually snap out of its confusion, though. Jinsuriki. Bap! And now, let's see if I can put it to sleep. Amaeru kougeki. Meiran no kougeki ga... Okay, just physical attack, that doesn't matter to me. So now, all I have to do is try to hit you with a confusion. Nenriki. Nemutteiru. Nenriki, and Pachirisu goes down. Machoppi wa level 18 ni agatta. Yatta! Melon gets up to level 25, the cursed level, where both of my other mons have died. Atarashiku Akubi o oboitai. Akubi? Akubi wa nan desu ka? Normal. Oki na akubi de nemuke o sasou. Tsugi no turn ni aite o nemuri no joutai ni suru. This is the one that puts him to sleep on the next turn. Which one is that? Yawn. Alright. Replace Metronome? Yeah, I really think I'm gonna replace Metronome. Because, like, hey, Metronome would be fun if I had any leverage or any amount of leeway on which to gamble. Tenchi no kissu. Tenchi no you ni kawaiku kishite aite no konran no joutai ni suru. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna get rid of this. Because this is something that might make them confused and only has a 75% chance of even landing. Fuck that. Metronome maybe, like, Metronome is a gamble, but maybe I can at least use it when, like, everything is about to explode. Metronome, help me out. Let's get rid of that. Shobu ni katta. Ah, makechatta. Remember to look at Machoppi's ability. Thank you. Machoppi has... Konjo. Joutai ijou de kougeki ga agaru. When you're in a tough spot, or when your status changes, you get more damage. That one. Guts. Ii kizugusuri o mitsuketa. About Melon's ability? Melon has Tainetsu, Hono Waza no, reduced damage from fire attacks, which, you know what, actually probably helped me out with that Chimchar. Yeah, Dogu, no, that's tools. I want Kaifuku. Mahino, I think Mahi is the right one. Yeah, that's for paralysis. I was literally like, I just froze. I stepped into his sight and he walked away, and I was like, do I move? Should I get out of the way? And then he turned again. You know what? At this point, I yearn for death. Send out an Arceus or something. Just crush me and get it over with already. Go, Melon. Rock Kataをした. Rock Cutter for the speed up. Oh, good! You have magnitude! Which I forgot about. Are you... I hate everything. Oh my god. It's cursed. Reach level 25 and immediate death. My surviving mons that I power leveled for safety have all died at level 25 today. I hate that number, me Angie. Metronome and pray for Hydro Pump. That probably would have been the better call. Instead, I put out Machapi. Who's gonna die to this magnitude? Yup. Hey, it was another critical! Would you look at that? Oh man, isn't that fun? How unlikely is that to happen? Man, this is like a once in a lifetime fucking situation we got going on here. Haha. 25 is 1/4 of 100 and 4 equals death. That crit mattered. Here's the thing. I think he still has another Pokemon. Yeah. Ain't no way Magnitude 6 killed. Look, even if I kill this Geodude, he has another one. Platinum hates everyone. Oh my god. I haven't even made it to the 3rd gym. This is by far the fastest failure of any, like, I've spent more time making the thumbnail than I have playing this game. Magnitude 7. Bye, Togepi. Oh! Hogeki. Aki no sashi osaeru, or sashi osae. Aite no ishite wa dougu ga tsukaenakunatta. Doga. It can't use items, you guys! We have a chance! It can't use items! No, I did not remove Metronome. It doesn't matter. This one was a Magnitude 8. This Geodude is now making a point. So at this point, should we just like should we make sure that Doofy dies a second time, or should we just fade to black and pretend that we sent out Doofy, who has transcended death, and he just soft locked existence? Like everything shuts down. Oh my god. This was so unbelievable. What a god, this run today. Look, I expected we might die today. I did not think it was gonna happen like with this type of bullshit. Good fucking lord, dude. Oh god. So who's up for Fire Emblem? Woo! Next week we start in Persona 4 back up again and Fire Emblem 3. This was a time. Oh, good lord, dude. Good gracious God and goodness gravy. Glory hole. Gotcha. Note to self, avoid level 25 at all costs. This is a good point. If you get a level 25, bench that motherfucker. Put the experience share on him until you get past a level 26. Do not repeat the curse that has been shown to you to exist here today. We don't talk about level 25.
Additional function is to cheer up Master Pawn with extreme cuteness.
You did you best.
Thank you, Poppy. Thank you, Poppy. Let me hug you and squeeze you. I need you right now.